name's Izaiah Plaza, University of Maryland freshman, hoping to be a psychology major. So I probably spent around $500 on textbooks this year alone. I think at least like a third of those was just access codes alone. I remember probably one of like the least enjoyable experiences that I had here regarding access codes. I had spent a day in class and I found out that I needed to pay for an $80 textbook within the next 2 days in order to make sure that I kept an A in the class. And I found out that the class textbook was an access code, and I needed to only turn in either a check or $80 in cash. I had to do a half an hour walk over to an ATM just to withdraw $80, walk that distance right back just to try and get a textbook that I found out that I barely needed by the time I tried to change my major. My family worked their hardest to try and make ends meet, and I know that they did everything that they could to make sure that I was at least successful this first semester, that I was able to pull through. But my family already has someone else in college right now that they're trying to help out. So as soon as I told them I'm going to the University of Maryland, which is one of the more expensive schools for my family, we definitely knew we were going to come across some problems. One of the last things that I thought I was going to have to deal with was so much for textbooks, because I really wanted to be able to be successful here, but knowing that I needed to pay up to $500 in order to just keep an A in my class or have any remote success being here, it just felt unnecessary. I'm gonna have to transfer next semester. I talked to my family about this because we are seeing just how much money is coming into play for my success in college. I didn't want to have to transfer. I personally wanted to say that I could be a Terp. I personally wanted to feel like I could be a student, an involved student here in Maryland. But because of the way money is, I found myself essentially pressed between either going to debt before I finished my 4 years here, or staying financially stable and going to a different college. And I definitely think one of the biggest issues in regards to money was just having to pay to be successful.
Hi, my name is Stephen Kenny, and I'm a member of the student advocacy group here at the University of Maryland, MaryPIRG. I'm also the coordinator for the campaign for open textbooks here. Open textbooks are free, online, peer-reviewed, fully licensed textbooks that are built to save students money. They're, for all intents and purposes, making paid textbooks obsolete. There are millions of open textbooks online waiting to be adopted into curricula by professors, and are being adopted into curricula all across the country. There are some universities, though, that are lagging behind in this process, and unfortunately, the University of Maryland is one of those. So, if you would like to help us in our movement to make these amazing resources more prevalent at the University of Maryland, please join our campaign. You can go to marypirg.info to learn about our campaign and the other campaigns run by our great organization. You can also contact me at skenny005@gmail.com. Any of those will get you in contact with us. My email is also on the website. But this is a huge student movement. This is perhaps the greatest impact that any of us can have on both our current college careers and the college careers of students at this university and all across the country to come for decades. So please join our movement. Help us get petition signatures, talk to departmental officials, talk to professors directly, because we can get this done. This is within our grasp. It's just a matter of putting in the work, putting in the hours, and making sure it gets done. So, thank you.
If there are any professors out here on this campus or across this nation, even better, who are considering to push for this open textbook movement, I personally would want to say to you, thank you.